Fellow Kenyans, let me take this opportunity to wish you once again a happy new year and a happy 2026. May this year bring you joy, peace, and happiness as we continue in our day-to-day struggle. I'm still in the festive season, back in the village, having peace of mind and enjoying myself. So I just decided to come up with this issue that we have always talked about. And today I want to talk about the consequences of being declared bankrupt. What is bankruptcy? Bankruptcy is a legal process where an individual or an organization is declared not to be able to pay his or her debts. That one, you are declared bankrupt. Whoever declares you bankrupt is the court of law. So, when you're not able to clear your debts, these are secured debts. If you're not able to clear your secured debts, then what are the consequences after being declared bankrupt by the legal process? One is asset liquidation. A court appointed official receiver or a trustee takes control of your properties, takes control of your investments and your valuables, and sell them so that they'll be able to repay your debts. You, as an individual or an organization, you are only allowed to keep essential items like clothing, households. That is the consequences, number one. Two is debt relief. Now, this is where many people enjoy the being declared bankrupt. So when you are being declared bankrupt, debt relief comes that those unsecured debts, like the Timiza, the M-Pesa, Nini, M-Shwari, those ones which you have not secured will definitely be written off. And you remember those Timiza people calling you, hello, wait, can you pay your debts or we take you to court? Now they will be prohibited from calling you because you have been declared bankrupt. That is the only advantage of being declared bankrupt, so that you will not be receiving calls here and there. Third one is credit rating damage. A credit rating damage comes in a form of when you are being declared bankrupt. That report remains for a period of 6 to 10 years, making it hard for you to obtain either credit, a loan, or even secure a house. Imagine for a period of 6 to 10 years, even if you redeem yourself financially, but your record is still there for a period of 6 to 10 years. So you'll not be able to secure all these loans and credits. Number 4 is public record. Your bankruptcy is published in official gazette, like the Kenyan Gazette. You are declared bankrupt, you don't have money. So you are recorded in a Kenyan Gazette that and so has been declared bankrupt, not able to pay his creditors. What are the disadvantages of this? Is that even if you apply for a job somewhere, will you be able to secure a job? Organizations don't need desperate people. So you'll not be able, it will be very hard for you to find a job. Two, if you go to look for a house you want to rent, is there any landlord who will allow a bankrupt person to stay in his rental houses? It will be very difficult. So you will be forced to go back to the village to stay. Number 5 is bank account frozen. Once you have been declared bankrupt, all the amounts that were in your bank account will be taken and be paid to the creditors you owed. You'll only be allowed to open another account which will enable you to operate on a day-to-day activity, but not saving or for investment purposes, just day-to-day activity. 6, if you have sufficient disposable income, you may be required to make monthly payment towards your debt for up to 3 years via income payment agreement. So don't think you have a disposable income and you are declared bankrupt and then you just think you have escaped paying your debtors. No, that your income will be used. If you're on salary, that your salary will be used to pay your debts for a period of up to 3 years. 7, you can't obtain credit over a certain amount. You are limited to a certain amount of credit. You are not allowed to borrow a certain amount because you already owed some money to creditors. So you are not allowed to borrow up to a certain amount. 8, employment and business impact. In employment, I've already talked about who is willing to employ somebody who was declared bankrupt. Which organization? It will be very difficult for any organization to employ you. Business impact. You are not allowed, once declared bankrupt by the legal process, you are not allowed to be a director of any company or be involved in the management of any company. Not allowed. So you find yourself in technically knocked out of entrepreneurship, technically knocked out on management issues in organizations. So you cannot be. That is the impact. 9 is the travel restrictions. In some jurisdictions, you may need written permission from your trustees to travel overseas. So you might require maybe a written submission from the people, from the trustee or the court, to allow you travel to either overseas or any other place that you will wish to. And finally, the 10th one is ongoing debts. And when I talk about ongoing debts, Whether you have been declared bankrupt is not a scapegoat that all the debts you will escape. Like I've already talked about the Timiza, those are unsecured loans and debts. The Mshwaris, those are insecure. But there are those debts which also are not insecure, but you cannot go against. The ongoing debts. Certain debts are not covered by bankruptcy and must still be paid. These debts are court fine, child support, and student loan, the help. Whether you have been declared bankrupt, my fellow Kenyans, you cannot escape these unsecured loans. Finally, there are so many people who have been declared bankrupt, or they applied for bankruptcy.